Let's start then. Good evening, ladies. This is the second Mentor Me session that we're having on the Aspiring Entrepreneurs Program. And it is with great delight that I like to introduce our speaker for today, who has graciously, at the last moment, agreed to, have a session with us today. And I guarantee you, she said, I saw a message she posted on that she's going to put joy in your hearts. So we're going to hold her on to that today. And I have absolutely no doubt that she's going to do justice to the topic in question. Joy Eneghalu is the founder and CEO of Beacon Experience. She is a digital marketing expert and a guru when it comes to personal branding and everything that has to do with personal branding and digital media. She is one person that, if you want to know who is behind her Instagram handle, that is she. She's been a great support to Paywen and Paywen management from inception to, she's the one that did our website. She's the one that did all the communication. She's the brain behind, anything digital communication that you see for Paywen. So let's not forget to say a big thank you to her at the end of our session. But Joy, yes, that is it. Let's get into it. Let's start by getting to meet you. Who is Joy, and how has your entrepreneurship experience been?
It's been a gbas affair, but let me start from the beginning. All right, guys, so I'm so excited to be here. I'm so happy to be here. And thank you so much, Ma, for the opportunity to connect with young women in business or women in business. So my journey into entrepreneurship, started as far back as 2011. Can you hear me? Okay, good. All right.
Yes, we can.
So okay, so it started as far back as 2011. I was pretty young, so young. I just wanted to make impacts. That was it. So my journey, first of all, started from the entertainment industry. So those who knew me back then knew me as a model. That was my hustle back then. Then at a point, I got into fashion. I did like secondhand clothes before I went into making my own stuff. And I stumbled on digital marketing in my NYSC that was 2015, 2015. So that was it. And ever since then, I just decided to stick with digital marketing because it just helps me to helps me to explore my creative side, I always say one thing, that I've worked with different personal brands, I've worked with different businesses, and none of them are the same. So it's possible for me to work with two food businesses and the expressions are just different, and that stems from the fact that we are all different people. So that's pretty much it, my story, my journey. Of course, there's come with lots of pains, those times that you just cry. After crying, you clean your eyes and you go live. So it's been very amazing anyway, but that's pretty much it in summary. Hello, can you hear me? Oh wow, I think her network is down. Okay, can you still hear me? Let me know if you can still hear me. So I think it's okay, good.
I can hear you, Joy. I think I had a little bit of issues with my internet.
You said?
We can hear you.
Okay, nice.
So if you don't mind,
so that's pretty much it. I thought it was my network. I'm trying to move around in my space. Okay, good. So I should sit back where I'm coming from. Good. So that's pretty much it, my journey. So it's been a phase of getting to get myself better, getting to network better, getting to learn to get necessary skills and the knowledge that I need to excel, in the marketplace. it has not been easy, but I would say so far so good. I'm really grateful to be an entrepreneur. And yes, this is where it has gotten us to today. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
And if there's anything you knew now that you didn't know before, what would that be?
If there's anything that
Okay, so is there anything you know now that you wish you had known when you were starting?
Okay, for me, two things. First of all, I wish I had financial knowledge on time, because when I started business, I touched money, oh my God, like I touched money, like I really handled good money, and I'm not talking in thousands, I'm talking in millions here. But you know how I didn't blow the money on, partying or all of those stuff or buying clothes. No. What the mistake I made was spreading myself too thin, trying to, across different industries. So I felt, okay, I had this card. I think it's time to have a fashion line. Okay, I think it's time to open this business. Okay, I think it's time to do that. And before I knew what was going on, everything just went down the drain. So I wish I knew about managing money, knowing how to make money, then knowing how to grow money, then knowing how to manage money. These three things, I wish I knew it back then. Then the other thing will be people. I don't understand how important it was. So naturally, I'm very energetic and all that, but then I find it difficult sometimes to get really close to people. So it's okay for me to meet you today, but be short that I may not necessarily say much or let you into my space as much, you get. But right now, I've learned to loosen up a bit, quite a bit, not so much. So right now, I try to at least, okay, I meet you today, we have conversations, I get home, I'm the first to call, checking up on you. After like a week, I mean, I can't even imagine how many businesses I've gotten through that. I'm also one of those that used to, before, I would join WhatsApp group, I will not say anything. But now, hey, I'm the noise maker. Like, they must notice me in that group. I'm the noise maker, or I'm the person always trying to add value to members of the community. So I wish I knew all of these things way before now. It would have been a whole lot better. But I mean, I'm really excited with where I am now, because I believe it's where I'm supposed to be. And I know that what I created back then, of course, it can be recreated. So yeah, we are on that journey.
Fantastic. And yeah, I can testify to your being to yourself, especially when you meet people for the first time.
Okay, I think her network is bad again. So just wait for her to come on. The network is bad.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, I'm having a bit of network fluctuations here. Okay, so let's go right into it. I'm an SME, I'm a startup. How do I go about using digital tools to be able to, grow my business? Where do I start from? And, can you just take us through that journey of what we need to know in able to be able to grow our business?
All right, now it's time to dive right into the meat of the matter. So my first
Yes,
interaction. So let me turn on my comment session. Okay, good. So I want to see in the comment section how many of us are on social media, and tell me the platform that you are on first. How many of us? Quickly in the comment section. If I see up to 5, I go right into the next question. All right, great. Okay, good. Facebook and IG, nice. That's amazing. Great. I saw WhatsApp, LinkedIn, great. WhatsApp, amazing. All right. My second question here would be, how many of you have websites? How many of you have websites? A small business owner told me this morning that she was going to slow down on building on her website. I'm like, what? Everybody's trying to get us on online now, and you're trying to slow down. Like, who are you? Who you? I don't get it. Let me know in the comment section if you have a website. No website yet. Brenda, why? Wow, just imagine, no website. Kemi does not have a website. Why? Okay, guys. I'm glad that, we're having this conversation. So for those of you who don't have a website, you need me first things first in your life. Better be my friend. All right, so let's take it up from there. So you start a business, and people have you are selling products, you're selling services, and of course, because you run a business, you want people to be able to patronize you, and you want to be able to make money. But I think one of the things that people or a lot of business owners get wrong is the perception of social media. So I know a lot of coaches may have come online to tell you that, oh, once you're on social media, you're going to make sales and all of that. Yes, that's true, you're going to make sales. But before the sales, there's a journey. There's something before that sales part. And those two, there are two. And it's first of all, visibility. Second is brand awareness before sales. Now, visibility, I have to know that you exist as a business. So if you don't have a website, how do I know you exist? If you're not on social media, how do I know that you exist? And just so you know that social media isn't even enough right now. All right. Social media is not enough right now because we have a lot of people who are fake, a lot of businesses who are not genuine. And for me to be able to do business with them or with you, I have to go on social media. For example, just before I came on this call, I was having a conversation with someone. Someone carried out a service for him, and I wanted to find out more about the company. And he gave me the name. And the next thing, I went on Google, I searched, I went to their Instagram page first, then I went to their website. All right. So that is usually the journey. This morning, somebody contacted me for website design. And the next thing that she had to ask me was my website. She wanted to see our company website to see what we really stood for. All right. So you have to be very, 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 very visible. Very. Emphasis on very. The second one is brand awareness. So now that you have your website, now that you have your social media account, what's next? You have to be consistent, putting out content, putting out value so that we get to know you. So we call it renting a space in your customer's head or in your customer's heart. If every day I keep seeing pay when, their content, pay when everywhere. Guess what? When an opportunity for a female community comes up, guess who I'm going to call first? Pay when. And the ones I'm going to remember first, right? So it's very important that you keep on staying consistent, posting content so that people can be aware of your brand, so that they, even in their sleep, they just remember you. It's important that you take it that way. Let's not only remember you when we come on social media. No, we need to remember you when you are not there. We also need to remember you. Okay. And then the third part is now the sales part. Of course, you have to sell something because you are a business. So now the topic is digital marketing for SMEs, but let's not get it twisted. Digital marketing is very broad, and it's not every part that may even concern you. So I've been able to write down the parts that concern you, and we are going to have that conversation right about now. So the first part is content marketing. Content marketing. We've talked about you posting consistently on social media and all of that. So what kind of content should you put on social media? So first of all, let's talk about the formats. We have the videos, we have the audios, we have images, and we have texts. All right. Now, on social media, and I don't know how many of you own blogs. Blogs are really powerful. Okay, they are actually very powerful. And I'm going to break it down how you can actually create content without feeling stressed. So just stay with me. All right. Now, there are videos, we have audios, we have text, we have images. You have to find out the content type that suits your audience. So for example, if you are in the food business, or you are in the fashion business, or you are in the shoemaking business, it's really important that you invest in videos and pictures. Yes, you can do texts, but most of your content has to be videos. In fact, 80% or 70% should be videos. Then the others should be shared, between images and texts. All right. So it's very, very important that you learn the type of content that fits your audience. All right. Now, how do you create content really? How do you really create content without you feeling too tired? All right. So my favorite way, this is the way I create content, and I'm going to share with you, and I hope that you're able to make something out of it. Now, what I do first of all is to create a video. I create a video first. So let me use an example. This particular broadcast that we're having now, this particular session we're having now, is a video format, right? Once we are done with this video format, what do? I extract the audio. I take this video and I upload it on YouTube for YouTubers to watch, or maybe not even necessarily YouTube, but just for anybody who searches the topic and they come about it, that's fine. They can watch it, okay? I'm saying this because I don't want you to spread yourself so thin, okay? So I take this video and I extract the audio and I upload it as a podcast so that my audience, those who like podcasts, can also listen. So we have different types of learners. We have those who are visual learners. We have those who are auditory learners. We have those who are both visual and auditory, okay? So that's why it's always good for you to repurpose your content to suit different audience type that you have. So you take this audio and you upload it as podcast. Then the next thing that we do is that we create a snippet. We take a snippet of maybe this video or the audio and we upload it on social media, say Instagram, for example. Just a 60-second clip, part of this video, we upload it on Instagram so that people can actually watch and follow on the conversation, right? Then if you want to take it a notch higher, you can hire someone who transcribes audios to text. So they take this audio, they listen to it, and they transcribe it to text, and then you upload it as a blog post on your website. Who understands what I'm talking about? If you're following, type value in the comment section. If you understand what I'm talking about, type value. Great, amazing, great. So that is exactly how you can repurpose your content so you don't feel tired, okay? So now let's, for example, what kind of video content should you actually create? What kind of content should you create and put on social media? We have the how-to content. See, guys, you don't have to be boring, okay? You don't have to be boring on social media. So many of you here give excuses. Oh, I don't want my face to be on social media. Oh, I don't want people to. No, you are a businesswoman. People need to know you. I mean, if you decided to shine your light, why do you want to put the light under a bed or hide it under something? Why? The world deserves to know you and the awesomeness that you carry. All right. So, you have to create a how-to video. How to make banga soup. How to make, or how I made this shoe heel or shoe cover. Okay. How I made this hair. How I made this. How I built my website. All those things, so easy. A how-to content works any day, anytime. All right. Then there's also something we call a day in the life of. That's the kind of content, a day in the life of. So you could decide to do a day in the life of your business. So it means that day, for example, you can use your Insta stories. Show us from the moment you wake up, how you go to the office, the first things that you do, how you're handling customers, all those things. Show us your tired face. The reason is because people buy from human beings. They don't buy from businesses. People buy from human beings. A day in the life of. A day in the life of. Okay? People buy from human beings. There's no way Paywen would have known me if Mrs. Sheyi did not know me. Is anybody getting that? There is no way Paywen would know me if Mrs. Sheyi did not know me. So it's very important that by all means, you need to be human when you're posting. All right. And then if there are other sides of you as well that's interesting, why not share it? Now I'm a supporter of it's not everything that you bring on social media. We don't want to know how your sex life was last night. We don't want to know that you're fighting with your husband or your boyfriend. We are not interested. Trust me, we do not care. We don't care. Trust me. All right. So what I want to know is, oh, Kemi loves to dance, or oh, Kemi loves to skate, or maybe Kemi loves to travel, and we're able to see those interests of Kemi on social media. So you have to also figure out the part of you that you want to share and the other part of you that you don't want to share. Some of you here are into foods. Maybe you make food, but let's check it. Some of your friends actually come to you for relationship advice, and maybe you've been able to save 2 of your friends from their very violent boyfriends, and you've been able to save 2, maybe 3 of your friends from their homes, breaking or something. That's a gift that you want to share. That's really a gift that you want to share. So yes, you're selling food, but you can drop tips, relationship tips once in a while on your page. It is allowed. The only thing is, don't allow the relationship post to be more than the food post. That's just the formula. Make sure that you project the food more, but then you also recognize that your target audience can also benefit from these other gifts that you have. All right. I do digital marketing, but other people also come to me for things like, oh, Joy, I need I just started my business. How do I structure? How do I do this? I share. Some people come to me, oh, Joy, I've in fact, one of the reasons I know that I am made for more than personal branding and digital is because I've actually had single girls in business, a lot of them, single girls in business, a whole lot of them come to me to say, oh, I'm in this relationship and this is what is costing me. Oh, Joy, I feel like I'm not enough. Oh, Joy, I really want to get married. I had a situation just last night. Someone saying, oh, she must get married. She must get married. This is too much. I can't do this alone. And I said, why? She said, I was trying to on my generator and I could not on it. And I said, so you want to marry because you need someone to be on your generator. Is that it? We can hire somebody. We can pay somebody. You don't need to marry someone's son to be turning on generator for you. So these are also cases of other gifts that I have, that some people have benefited from. Okay, so content marketing is, let's not get it twisted. It's a question of you sharing your business in a human way, in a very human way. Let people come on your page and be able to say, oh, Brenda is into fashion, but Brenda likes food. I also know that Brenda is an amazing person. She likes to travel. I can tell all that from your page. I should be able to do that. Okay. I should be able to know that, oh, Brenda does not joke with her skin because she also shares skin tips, even though she's doing food. All right. I should be able to tell that from your page as well. All right. So that's it for content marketing. So in case you're here and you want to start maybe podcasting or something. So I always tell business owners, please avoid being normal. See, normal does not sell. Normal is boring. You have to be very, very, very abnormal as much as you can. And I don't mean this in a negative sense. Okay. So some of you here are just running your businesses and okay, we just go social media and then we post and all of that. I mean, do you want to remain a small business forever? Hey, I don't know about you, but I intend to have like a headquarters in like US, have like a branch in Italy and all of those things. So I don't know how many of you intend to be a small business forever, but you've got to start thinking like a very major brand. So if you're in the food business here, please, can we get a food podcast from you? If you're in the travel business here, can we get a travel video from you? Maybe like a YouTube channel or even a podcast. Stop playing normal. Stop playing small. Stop playing small. Separate yourself from those hustlers on social media. You're a businesswoman, and you've got to be a businesswoman in the real sense of the word. Now, I know that you may not have all the time, or maybe you don't have the money and all of that. You have to see, you are still a growing business, so it's normal. You will not have the time. But who you are, you have to do what you have to do to stand out. You have to do what you have to do to stand out. Okay? So you can have a podcast. I mean, you never can tell how someone can listen to your podcast for 3 to 4 months, and the day the person will patronize you, oh my gosh, the day the person will patronize you, you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked at how much money the person is willing to spend, right? So please do not play normal. If you want to start your podcast today, you can use a platform like Anchor.fm to record and host your podcast. And the good thing about Anchor.fm is the moment you publish it on Anchor, it goes to about 10 platforms, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, Radio Republic, up to 10 of them. So you don't have to go to all those platforms to post. No, the moment you upload it on Anchor, it goes to those 10 platforms. So your listeners, any podcast tool of their choice or any podcast app of their choice, they can listen to you there, right? If you intend to start YouTubing, you have your mobile phone. Please don't tell me I need to buy an iPhone. Yes, I know, but can you start with what you have? Start with what you have already. See, the joy is in going back to see the crap you created years ago. Honestly, you don't want to know how sweet it is. Someone showed me a content I created 10 years ago, and I'm like, I can't believe I did this, So, but I laughed because there's a clear difference from who I was then and who I am now. Okay, so you have to, ladies, you have to start already. Okay, start creating, use natural light, go out there, use your mobile phones and record. Let people see you, say something. If you don't have an idea on what to say, go to YouTube, go on Google, see topics that people have created, create content on that topic. They did not create one topic for one person to talk about. The topic is for all of us to discuss it, because whether you like it or not, there are some people that will never listen to your competitors, but the moment you open your mouth to talk or you write, they will come for you. See, you've got your own tribe, but you have to show up for them. Okay, you have to show up for them. You can do that only through content marketing, because if you don't write, if you don't speak, if I don't see you, I don't know you. Okay, I don't know you. So you have to start doing stuff. Go to Google, go to YouTube, see all the topics there. If you're in food, go there and Google travel topics. Whatever topic you see there, write it out and start creating your own. Say it in your own words. Say it the way you say it, with your own mannerism. Somebody else can take this particular session I'm taking, but they may not deliver it the way I am delivering it now. That is the difference. Nobody can be me, and I cannot be anybody. All right. So yeah. So if you want to start podcasting, Anchor.fm is your best platform to start podcasting. Start hosting your podcast there. Okay. If you want to share snippets of your podcast on social media, the best platform to use to do that is headliner.app. Headliner.app. And the app is available on Apple Store. I think it should also be available on Android. I'm not quite sure. I use an iPhone, so I don't know about Android. So please check, but it should be available. All right. Now, moving on to websites. Those of you who don't have a website, I'm challenging you. At the end of this month, let it be one of the things your business has achieved. You cannot enter COVID the same way and come out the same way. We are Africans, so are we allowed to say God forbid? Please, you cannot come out the same way. Okay? So what does your website do for you? I've had situations whereby I wake up in the morning. Okay, let me give you this story. There was someone who connected with me from Facebook. He's Austrian. He lives in Austria. And when we got talking and all of that, I didn't even know. He had already gone through my website, everything, And this was, I had just woken up from sleep. And while I was sleeping, somebody was checking me out on my website. So you can imagine how many of you must have lost businesses just because you don't have a website. People actually connect with me on WhatsApp through my website. I was able to connect my website to WhatsApp so that you will not say, oh, I'm tired, I don't want to send emails, or I forgot to call. No, the WhatsApp is there. Just click and we can talk. I've made it so easy. Okay, so I should be able to, when I'm searching, I should be able to go to your website, see what you stand for, see what your business is about, see what the products and services that you offer, see the price, then have a conversation with you. It just makes, see, especially we that are Africans, especially Nigerians, that there's the way our image is out there. So you have to do what you do. You have to do what you have to do to double up. Show them that you're up to standard. You can't, I know there are people from other countries here, but this is particularly to the Nigerians here. You cannot be from Nigeria and be doing business normally. Please, beef up. Beef up. You have to show that you're different. Give them international standard. You cannot be operating, say, oh, I'm in Surulere in Lagos. I'm in Port Harcourt in Lagos. Then you sit down and be behaving like a Port Harcourt somebody. I wish you well, oh. I wish you well, okay? So you've got to operate your business with international standard. Have a website so that anybody from Colombia can actually view your website while you are sleeping, because while you're sleeping, Colombia is awake. So they can gracefully go there and watch and see what you have there and do business with you. Okay, so stop thinking of yourself as a business person in your nationality. No, you are an international business woman. Let that stick. Anytime you want to start thinking small, remember that you walk around all time zones. Okay, so whether you're sleeping, business has to be going on. You have to remember that. All right. And of course, we as Africans, of course, we are in the third world nations, or how would I say that? So this also applies to people from other African countries. Please, you have to be up to standard. You are an international businesswoman. You're not a local businesswoman. Yes, physically, maybe your shop is somewhere, but that's not, don't limit yourself. Don't let that get into your head, okay? So please ensure that you get yourself a website. Your website should contain about you, about what you do, your products, your services, the pricing. It should have contact details clearly stated, emails, phone numbers, so that people can contact you easily, all right? Now, moving on, the third thing I'll talk about here is Google My Business. How many of you are on Google My Business? How many? Let me see in the comment section. Type yes or no. How many of you are on Google My Business? Yes or no? See the nose, my God. It's flowing like water. No, no, no. That is not allowed, oh, please. You have to be on Google My Business. It is as simple as ABC. Anyway, I think that it's really hard for them to what's the name now? For them to approve businesses in Nigeria. I don't know about other countries, So I don't even know if that has improved. But you all can reach out to me as well so that we can help you. I could just do like a video, and this will be my gift now to the parent community for free. I'll create a course on that, and I will, send it out to the parent community so they can watch and all of that. Yes, I know that verification has been a problem here. So I'll show you how to actually get yourself verified easily. ABC, okay? So please, Mrs. Sherry, please do well to remind me, or if not, you know me, I'll just forget.
I will. I'll be on your case.
All right. So that's my gift. That'll be my first gift to parent community. So please, Google My Business is very, very amazing. Okay, it's very amazing. People can go and search, and they just see your information there. They can ask you questions. You can even make posts from Google My Business, okay? So that it can rank on Google. People can, and Google My Business will give you analytics to show you how many people were searching, how many people have searched, how many people clicked, how many people did this or did that. It is so powerful. It is so powerful. Sometimes people, even me, I use Google My Business. I'll just type, for example, if I want to hire chairs for events, for example, I'll just type chair hiring in Lekki, or maybe fashion store in Lekki, or cake maker in Lekki. Anyone that pops is the one I will go with. I just go on their Google My Business page. From there, I go to their website, check them out, and then do business with whoever I want to do business with. Okay, so Google My Business is very, very, very important. Please do not take it as an SME. It is very powerful. My next tip here will be social media marketing. Social media marketing. So that's Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp has just been included. WhatsApp is a messenger app, but now it's used for marketing as well. So let's talk about each one briefly, okay? How many of you here, aside your businesses, have a personal brand? That means people know you personally. People know you as Brenda. They know you as Kemi. They know you as who else? Whose name again did I see here? I don't know, for some reason Brenda and Kemi just stuck. So how many of you here own personal brands? Okay, great, amazing. Please, you see, before COVID, we've been talking about personal brands, and some people were like, it's another way for them to collect money from us. But now, everybody wants to own a personal brand because, it's now a question of leadership. Who can we lean on at this time? Who can we look up to at this time? Who do we do business with? Not which brand. Who do we do business with? Who can give us discounts? Okay, let me call Joy. They did not say, let me call Beacon Experience. So let me call Joy. Joy can work out a discount for us. My people, personal branding. See, so many of you, I know you have people that you adore, that you love. I mean, you go on social media, you see Vusi Tembakwayo. I love that man. Oh my God. You see The Rock. Some of you say, God, when? All right. You are able to do that because they have a personal brand. If it was just their business that you were seeing there, nothing will concern you with them. You will go your way. Okay, but because they've been able to build a personal brand and they're able to show you the fun side of them, their job, they're doing this, they just show you different parts of their lives. You almost feel like you know them. Okay, you almost feel like you know them. Now, I can gladly tell you that, I was watching The Rock on Instagram and I saw where he was singing with his daughter a song. And the daughter had requested that he sings a song for her. And the daughter did not know that in the movie, actually, it was her dad that voiced the song in the movie. And he had sang it for her a lot of times. Now I'm telling you this story. And it's almost as if I know The Rock. I don't know him. He doesn't even know me. But that's because he has built a personal brand that I've come to love. And I'm following him. And I always want to know, okay, what's up with him? There are some personal brands that if they go off social media today, people will be worried. What's going on? People will notice. If you go off social media today, will people notice? Will people notice if you go off social media today? Will people notice? Some of you are just there. Okay. Now, for social media marketing, Instagram, please use a lot of videos and beautiful pictures. Use videos and pictures. Give value. The kind of content that you can share on social media. You can share information, maybe like an opportunity that your audience can be a part. You have to be known. You have to position yourself as a person of value. As a person of value. So maybe you see like an opportunity that your audience or maybe your friends can benefit from. Share it on social media. Some of you hoard information a lot. I was talking to somebody, I tell her, why have you not referred me to somebody? She say, Joy, you are my secret. I say, God forbid, I don't want to be your secret. You must talk about me. I don't want to be your secret. What kind of bad business is that? You know, some of you hoard information a lot, and that's bad. Actually, you giving more information is what endears people to you. Share information, opportunities, entertain people. Some of you, sometimes your baby, some of you here, maybe you're married and you have kids and your children goof. Share it. It's nothing bad. Maybe they want to show your son's face. No problem. Just give us the gist of what your son did. That's all we want. We don't want to even see his face. We just want to hear the gist. You know, I saw an image of 2 kids that went to I think it was a refrigerator or something. The milk their parents had kept, they poured it into a bowl, poured water into it, and then they sat inside the milk. And I laughed when I saw that, you know. I know that, yes, the mom must have filmed, she must have beat them or something. Then later on, she found out that, okay, this will make good content, laugh. And she put it up. And mothers were like, oh my God, I can't wait. This corona has to be done. These children need to go back to school. They're eating too much. They're killing me. People started commenting, you know. Now that's content. Why? Because people could relate to it. So don't, like I told you, don't overthink this content thing. When you go on social media, share information, share opportunities, share entertaining content, share valuable content about your business. Teach people how to use your products. Some of you are making creams here, maybe organic products. We don't know how to use it. We don't. Okay? Even if you show us how you even want to, even when we finish using the product, show us what we can use your container for. Tell us that we can use it to keep our earrings. Tell us that we can use it to keep maybe even our daily love notes to ourselves, tiny love notes to ourselves. You know, be creative. Think of before, during, and after we use your product. Create content around it and share on social media. All right. You can even go live on social media. Tell your customers they should come. You can be going live. In fact, tell people, if you're into skin, for example, I could say, oh, I'm going to be live on for 20 minutes on social media. If you have any skin related question, come on live with me and let's tackle it. When you go live, let them join you and let them ask the questions and you answer. You have to think outside the box and be very engaging. See, this creating content thing or thought leadership or personal branding or being exceptional is not for a select few. It's for you and I. Don't let imposter syndrome deny you of your place on earth. Do not allow that. Okay, it is for you and I. You are allowed to shine. And let me tell you, your light can never dim my light, and my light can never dim your light. Okay? You've got to be thinking from the place of collaboration. There are event planners here, and there are people that sell food here. Why have the two of you not gone live to talk about how the challenges that food makers and event planners face during an event? Why have you not gone live to talk about it? You know, are you not thinking in that line? So you have to start seeing yourself from the place of as collaborators and not competitors. See, I can go live today with someone that is in my space, my personal brand space. Yes, I can go live with the person. And I dare tell you that I will not fear because I believe that I will give so much value that the person's audience will even be like, wow, where have you been all this while? You know, because I believe that we are all different people. We have our different personalities. Some of our audience may never do business with me, while there are some that will do business with me. It's all based on who your heart, they say we are spirits having a human experience. So whether we like it or not, there are some spirits that connect with each other when they meet. Let me just leave it at that. Okay. So go on Instagram, post a lot of valuable content, fun loving stuff, valuable content. Make sure that people don't forget you. On Facebook, set up your business page on Facebook. Even though you can connect your Instagram to your Facebook page, posting your Facebook page does not really amount to much, okay? So, but you can always use your Facebook page to run adverts. If you have a personal Facebook page, profile rather, continue sharing content right there, okay? Then LinkedIn, depending on the kind of business you do, with LinkedIn, you can connect with, people, industry colleagues, you can connect with customers, you can connect with even people that are looking for people to even feature on their media platforms. You can connect with them, okay? So, but of course, by now you should know that you are going to be on a platform that benefits your brand. So, because I'm mentioning all these things does not mean you should be on all of them. No, you cannot be on all of them. Especially since I want some of you, I don't know how many of you have a team or a staff or something, okay? So if you're into food business, you know that Instagram is your place. Maybe Instagram and YouTube is your ideal place to be, okay? If you're into, say, for example, in the corporate, maybe you give corporate trainings, okay? Then maybe LinkedIn and maybe Instagram and a bit of Facebook will do. All right. So you have to consistently keep sharing. And let me tell you something about sharing on social media. You see, a lot of people feel like, I've been sharing, nothing good has come out of it. Guys, I can't tell you how many people. Mrs. Sheyi never connected with me. I don't think she connected with me on social media. But guess what? The day we spoke physically, she told me she had been following me on social media. And I'm like, hey, these human beings are just been watching people. They will not comment. They will not like, nothing. But they are watching. They are watching. So see, don't bother about the numbers. Focus on giving value. Focus on giving value. That should be your major concern, okay? Because the right people will connect with you. And Mrs. Sheyi is not the only one that has done this. I've had other people, and I'm talking across the world, different parts of the world. There's one person now that is waiting to give me an opportunity from the UK, all the way from the UK. Why? You will never see him like my post or comment on it. He doesn't. But he found his way to my WhatsApp and told me about the opportunity that he had, and that when COVID is over, we'll talk about it. So imagine if I had gone to relax, I was not sharing content. Just imagine that. So guys, please take your content seriously. People are watching. If nobody likes your post, no problem. Just tell yourself you give value. People love you and you love people. You will attract the right kind of people. You believe the right kind of people are watching you right now, and keep sharing. Keep sharing, okay? Social media is a global village. It's a global village, whether you like it or not. So somebody said something about, you didn't talk about Twitter. Now, if your business, Twitter is good for thought leaders as well, okay? It's good for thought leaders. If you are someone that likes to write a lot, maybe you just like to write like short, stuff, no problem. Twitter is your place. It is ideal for personal brands. It is ideal for personal brands to share on Twitter, short snippets, okay? So you can go on Twitter and see anybody that you like, or maybe you like the kind of content person shares, and then from there you can maybe model the person or so, okay? So for example, on Twitter, I know that the things that, okay, let me take maybe one of you here, for example, say you're into the food business. You can take Twitter as a place where you share your daily business struggles, okay? You can go there, share, oh, this happened. I've seen people who say, I bought 100 crates of egg. COVID made me do this, and I'm scared I will not sell it off. Please patronize me. And then you see the next thing, people are like, I need 2 crates. I need 5 crates. I need 4 crates. I need this crates. Okay, so it happens on Twitter. But like I said, you've got to build credibility, because I am buying eggs from nobody that I don't know. Okay, so you have to build credibility. You've got to build your personal brand. So it's almost the same rule for all social media platforms. But like I said, choose the one that best suits you. Do not spread yourself so thin. Unless you have a content creation team, then that's fine. But if you don't, just select that 1 or 2 platforms that you are going to be consistent on and give it your all right? So social media marketing tools that you can use, for example, you could use Planoly to schedule your content for Instagram. All right, you could use Hootsuite as well to schedule your content for Instagram, Facebook, links. I think Hootsuite does about 3 social media platforms for free. All right, but Planoly does only Instagram. And I think now they support Facebook and Pinterest, but you've got to pay. All right, so I personally use Planoly. I just create my content and I schedule it there, and it goes live whenever I schedule it to go live. All right, now let's move on to the other part. Email marketing. How many of you have a database of those that have bought from you before? And when I say database, I mean name, email, phone number. Name, email, phone number. How many of you have a database? Name, email, phone number of your customers that have bought from you before. Okay, how many of you have that? Let me know in the comment section. How many of you have names, phone numbers, emails, maybe home addresses of those that have bought from you before? A complete database. Even some people go as far as having birthdays. Some people go as far as having the birth dates of their customers. How many of you have that? Emanuela says she doesn't have. That's bad. That's bad. Okay, guys. So now that COVID has happened, for those of you who do not have, how do you intend to stay close to those that have bought from you before? How do you intend to stay close? See, you should not, yes, it's good for you to build your following and all of that on social media. But guess what? Mark Zuckerberg can decide to wake up tomorrow morning to say, you know what? Instagram cost me a lot. I don't want it again. Boom, delete, it's gone. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Okay, so you have to have the email, phone number, names, birth dates of your customers, your clients. So in our case, in our company, we have the name, we have the phone number, we have the email, and the titles of those that have in one way or the other experienced us before, either through our services or through our free services or through our paid products and services. Okay, so, and in fact, the reason we also have the title is because of our ads, so that when we are doing Facebook ads, we know who to target. Because if we have a lot of coaches patronizing us, it means we need to target more coaches, right? And we're going to use the same exact way they describe themselves to target them. All right? So you need to start, and that's why I said you need to start thinking globally. Because if you're thinking like a small business, all these things will not concern you. All right? If you have the name, phone number, and email of your customers, now I'm going to ask you, have you been communicating with them since COVID? Have you been sending them emails at least once a week? Type in the comment section, have you been communicating with those that have bought from you at least once a week? Sandra says no. Why? Why? Someone says, I feel attacked. Yeah, I'm attacking you. I'm attacking you. No, Sandra, you're not bothering. You're a businesswoman. Hey, my God. Have you not been receiving emails? Have you not been receiving emails in your inbox? You say you're bothering. Hey, it is your job to bother. That's why you're in business. It is your job to bother. You have to bother them. Some of you sell foods. So, for example, some of you own restaurants, and you're like, they closed down our business, so we're no more operating. Who says you're no more operating? Who is telling you that? I'm confused. Who says you're no more operating? Your restaurant may be closed down, but guess what? How about you go to the market and package all this food stuff and tell your customers that you're selling food stuff to them? It's still food now, Abi. It's still food, for crying out loud. It's still food. Package it and send to them. Tell them, oh, you can actually buy your food items. We'll go to the market for you. You don't need to stress yourself. Protect yourself. We have trained staff that will go to the market and buy and send to you. So why are you not doing that? Why are you not communicating that with them? So, please, you need to be communicating with them. If it's only phone numbers you have, send them messages at least once a week. Because when all this is over, it's those that have been in their faces that they are going to remember. That's what they're going to remember. So you have to communicate with them. Let them know that you're still there. Tell them the ways that your business is trying to stay healthy, stay fit for them. Tell them ways that you intend to continue to serve them during and after COVID. Tell them the ways you're trying to innovate your business this period to exist for them. Tell them that you're not going anywhere. They can still trust you to remain. That your brand is so strong. COVID cannot delete you from the Earth database. You have to let them know that. Okay? Big businesses are folding up because of COVID. Tell them that you are big and you are strong and you are there to serve them. And I'm not joking about it. I am not. All right? So please don't relax in your communication. So your email marketing platform is your communication channel. The phone numbers you have, the emails you have, it's time to have conversations with them. I know I even received emails from some people saying, Joy, how are you? I'm not asking this as a casual, but no, really, how are you? How are you really faring? I may not have replied them, but I want to believe that there are some people that replied them. Some of your customers don't even have money. Some of them are feeling, Christ came. Now, allow me to go biblical now, right? Jesus came. His main mission was to die for us so that we may be saved, right? But before he died, what did he do? He raised the dead. He healed the sick. He healed people of diseases. You know, he would have said, Shebe, I came to die. Let's just wait till the time of death comes in. He would have done that. He would have just done that, right? I'm using this analogy because you are not just in business to sell. You exist to help your customers be better, no matter the business that you offer, no matter the service that you offer, no matter the products that you sell. Okay? So you may be in the food business. One of your customers may be hungry. Babe, it is your job to package something, no matter how small, and send out to them. Some of you would have even sold more if you had thought of a way to help people who are actually hungry this season. You would have sold more. But you were not thinking in that line. You would have started a campaign. Let's feed people. Let's feed families. Families that are hungry. Let people donate. There are businesses that I know that are doing it. Let people donate money so that you can have money to fund those things that you're giving out. People who have money should send in money. Should send the money to you. You can create, like, you can have like a package, maybe like a small quarter bag of rice, tin of tomato, some sachet of noodles, and all of that. And say for this package, it will cost only 10,000 naira. Please, if you have 10,000 naira, send so that we can send these things to hungry families. If you know any hungry family around you, please tag let us know the location so we can send this food to them. Some of you would have made much more money. Okay? So please, you don't just exist in business to sell. You are also there. It is a ministry. Take it that way. Your business is a ministry. I've had to create websites for some people for almost nothing. So there's no way I can create a website for free because I have to buy stuff, right? So I mean, they have to pay for all of that. But I know people who have come to meet me genuinely, I knew that they didn't have that money. I knew. And I helped them. And guess what? Some of them have gone ahead to pay for that service. Not directly though, but indirectly. They got me customers. He said, Joy, I cannot forget you and what you did for me. Right? So you have to start thinking of a way to stay in touch with your customers. Even Jesus stayed in touch. So who are you? Who are you that you cannot stay in touch? Even after he died, though, he still stayed in touch. Till date, he's still staying in touch. So who are you? Really? So please, invest in email marketing. And a platform that you can use is MailChimp. MailChimp. MailChimp allows for 2,000 people for free. For the first 2,000 people for free. Okay? And then from there, you can now pay for the rest. Another platform that you can use is Sendinblue. Sendinblue. I like Sendinblue because it also supports SMS marketing. Okay, and that's why I like it. So it's a bit high. MailChimp is about $9.99. Sendinblue is about $39 or $49 or so. You know, but it's very valuable. So you look at where your business is at now, and then you can choose the one that you want to use. Sendinblue, Sendinblue, Sendinblue. Great, Sendinblue. Okay. There's another one again called Email Octopus. Email Octopus. That one allows for, I think, 2,500 people for free. Then you can now start paying, and it's really affordable. Email Octopus is affordable, but they don't support SMS marketing. Okay. So yeah, that is about it. Other tools that you can use, especially to create videos, you can use InShot to edit your videos. You can use Viva Video to also edit your videos. You can also use a platform like, you can use a tool like Legend to create really nice videos. Just have your pictures and then you just put text and you're done. You're good. Legend. There's another one called Quick. 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 That's also another amazing tool that you can use. Just have your videos, just have your pictures, and you can create something really beautiful. Okay. Of course, to create images, beautiful graphics, you can use Canva. If you use an iPhone, you can use Typorama or WordSwag. Typorama or WordSwag. I think WordSwag is also on Android, but I think it's paid. I'm not quite sure. Okay. I think it's about 2,900. I'm not sure. All right. So these tools will help you look badass. People will see you and be like, whoosh, she's hot. Okay. So the tools are very easy to use. They are very, very easy to use. Okay. You will enjoy WordSwag. And with WordSwag, you can brand it. You can put your logo, choose text, just really amazing stuff really that you can do with WordSwag. All right. Snapseed is for editing videos as well. Yeah, Kemi. Yeah, Snapseed is for editing videos. All right. So at this point, if you've got questions for me, I think I've been able to bless your heart. All right. At this point, you have no reason to play small on social media or with yourself for any reason. You are a global business owner. All right. So if you have questions at this point, please put them in the comment section and I'll take them.
Thank you so much, Joy. Please, the questions should come in the Q&A session so that we can track easily. Thank you so much, Joy. And, you know, everything she said is practical and down to earth. I'd like to talk a little bit about how I met Joy, you know, so that I just want to buttress what she said. So I saw someone on his WhatsApp status talk about Joy being the queen of digital marketing. And I'm like, who is this person that dares calls herself the queen of digital marketing? So that's now just, I mean, made me, okay, let me even find out more about this lady. And I think for the next 1 hour, I didn't do anything else because I went to her website, then I went to her podcast, then from her podcast, her podcast has so many editions and she had so much value on her podcast. I think you need to even go and listen to it for all of you who want to do digital marketing and, you know, personal branding. Her podcast series has so much content, down to earth, and, you know, just in the same way she's been talking to us today. And I just left it. I didn't do anything about it. I just said, oh, fantastic. Thank you for the knowledge. And, you know, that was it. And then lo and behold, I went for an LBS program. And then we're having lunch. And I just made up my mind that I was not going to sit down with anyone I knew for that lunch break. And then we sat down and then we were gisting. I did not know her name was Joy. I'm sure she introduced herself, but I didn't pay any particular attention. And then we were eating and we had finished, you know, lunch. And I just thought to myself, how can I just, and we had a really heart-to-heart conversation. I can't remember what we're talking about. And then I'm like, how can I have such a good conversation with someone and I won't even know her name? And then I said, excuse me, what's your name? May I get to meet you? And she says, Joy. And I just said, Joy Eneghalu. I'm like, oh my, I must have come to this program just because of you. And then that was how our journey, you know, started. So I'm just laying credence to the fact that even when you post, one, make sure it's quality posts. Because the only reason why I spent my next 1 hour that I had planned to do something else with, listening to her and watching her space, was because she had quality. Okay, and then, you know, the thing that she said about networking, yes, it's truly important, because if I had not gone out of my way to sit down, you know, and listen to her, I probably would not be where I am today. I mean, she brought me out of my anti-social media paradigm, and you don't want to know the conversations we have. She'll say, Ma, you have to do this. I still haven't done a video. She's been on my case to do videos like forever, you know. But I'll tell you, she's done a really good job with me. You know, she's really done, she's helped me out, you know. So thank you so much, Joy. Thank you. So let's take the questions, you know, as they came in. So some questions came in the chat first. I'm going to take those ones first. So someone says, Lara Manua from Lagos, Nigeria, says, my area of business interest is in content writing and digital marketing, but I'm just starting out on this. What is your advice in getting my first client? What are the pitfalls that I should avoid? And how do I maintain consistency?
Okay, so how do you start out? Let me tell you a short story about how I started, and maybe that will help you, you know, gain perspective. So when I started my journey in digital marketing, and I knew that I needed people to listen to what I said, I started with website design, and I wanted people to know that I knew what, you know, I knew my. So what did I do? I didn't have the capacity to take on free jobs, because you know how people, when you say, I'll build website for you for free, they now expect you to buy the domain name, hosting, theme, SSL, all those things. And it's not possible. So what I did was I bought 4 domain names. I hosted everything and I built the website. And then I started looking for customers. I started looking for clients. And then they will always ask me and say, so can we see what you've done before? Can we see websites that you built before? And I'll take those 4 websites I built and I will send to them. That was what I did until I started gaining clientele, until I started gaining more grounds. Okay, so now I don't do that anymore because now I have lots of websites I've built, and I can just easily point them to those websites. So for you that are into content writing, do you have a blog where you consistently write? Because I mean, if I'm going to give you a job for you to write for me, then I have to know that you've done this before. I'll also give you a story of one of my long-time interns. Okay. Now she's on to big things, seriously on to big things. But before she did that, she came to me and she was like, "Ma, I'd like you to, mentor me. I'd like to be your intern and all of that." And I'm like, "Okay, so what part of digital marketing do you want to build?" She was like, "Oh, content." I'm like, "Fine." And then I built a website specifically for her. And I told her, on this website, I need you to consistently blog there. Keep writing there. Okay. And I built a fashion website for her. Now, fashion was not her strength in any way. But this girl went out of her way and she created fashion content and she put up there. Now, guess what? I did not even know at the time that she was applying for jobs. I did not know. So she came to me one day and she was like, "Oh man, they're going to send you, somebody's going to reach out to you, blah, 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 blah." I'm like, "Okay, no problem." They did not reach out to me later on, but one day she sent me a message, and after the whole praying, I'm like, "Sandra, what is it? Tell me what happened." She's like, "Ma, I just got a job for 100K per month." And that when they asked me to give them a proof of the things that I've done, I gave them the website that you built where I've been blogging. I can't forget the name of the website, Glam Fix. That's what I called it. She gave them that website and they looked at it, and that was what they used to give her a job. Now she's on to big things. She's on her own now, doing amazing stuff, traveling around the world, right? So what you have to do is you have to have your own platform where you consistently dish out content. And if I were you, I'll dish out this content in various formats: podcast, video, and text. If I were you, I'll take the game up there, so they'll know I'm not playing. I've had a company that did not take me for a job because they assumed they could not pay me. Because by the time they saw my profile, my God, she's an author. Wow. She has a podcast. Hey, she's on YouTube. Hey, we cannot pay this one. I've had that situation before. I did not get the job, yes, but then I was happy because you know what it did? It gave them a perception about me. You cannot come and be pricing me anyhow. You get. So for you, I need you to start creating content, build your own platform, put yourself out there. If you can intern with somebody or a company or something, do that. But you have anybody that's coming to meet you, we need to know that you have some level of experience, okay? So even if you don't want to work for anybody, that's fine. If you don't want to intern with anybody, that's fine. Create your own platform, start putting out content on your blog and on social media, all right? Then the other question she said was something about, what was the other question, Ma?
Okay, hold on, let me check it. Let me read it out. Okay, what are the pitfalls she should avoid?
Pitfalls. Okay, so what I would say is, so the pitfalls, they differ for people, all right? Some people have had issues with clients, the type of clients they attract. For some people, it's pricing. For some people, it's the niche that they've chosen. Okay, so it's really different for different people, What I would just say is, while you are get better in the art of writing, I want you to also get better in the business of writing, because a lot of creatives just get stuck up in their heads because they are too good at something. They find it hard to structure themselves and price accordingly. Okay, so you have to also go and figure out the business of writing. How much do I charge? Should I charge per words? How do I do a retainer? For what niches should I work in? Should I do fashion? Should I do real estate? Should I do maybe sales copy, writing of sales copies and all of that, which by the way is a very, very wonderful niche, because I'm even looking for someone that can write copies and all of that, you know. So you have to tell, these are the things that you have to look out for. So the business of writing is actually different from the act of writing. So that's one area that you need to go and look into: pricing, structure, niche, you know, target audience, you know, and all of that. So I think that would just be it, basically.
Okay, so we have Motun also from Nigeria asking, how do this form of marketing come into play for people who are still in the idea phase?
Idea phase. So that means you don't have business yet, right?
Yes.
So if you're in the idea phase, no problem. But you are a person. And that's the beauty of a personal brand. You're a person. So Motu, you as a person now, as you're still in the idea phase, no problem. Who are you? That's really the question you're asking yourself. Who are you? What do you like? What value can you give to people, even when you don't own a business? So let me put myself in your shoes now, for example. For someone that's in the idea stage, let me assume that beacon experience does not exist. If I was still in the idea stage, you know, still working around trying to build beacon, I'll go on social media. You know, I'm a very playful person as well. So maybe I'll show that side of me, because right now people don't even know I'm playful, but that's by the way. All right. So I could go on social media and show the playful side of me. All right. I'm also a very, I'm a, how will I say this now? I'm an old soul. Let me put it that way. I'm an old soul. Okay. So I'm a lover of nature. I'm a lover of, I still do a few things traditionally, even though I know that there's technology and all of that. You will sometimes catch me doing some things traditionally. All right. I may want to share that part of myself. Another thing I may want to share about myself is maybe being single in Lagos. That's an interesting topic. All right. Being a single lady in Lagos, I may want to talk about that. And then in between, I will inform my audience that I have this idea I'm playing with in my head, you know, and I'm trying to work around it. You know, I give them an idea of what the business is about, tell them the things that I'm studying, the books that I'm reading, and all of that. So are you seeing where I'm coming from now? I've not even launched my business yet, but at least people will know me. They will know me to an extent. And then the day I decide to launch my business, because I've let them into a little part of my space, it will be very easy for them to embrace my business. In fact, for you that you're in the idea stage, you're lucky, because nobody will understand now that you want to sell to them. Because anytime I open my mouth, everybody knows I want to sell something because I'm in business. Okay. So for you that you're in the idea stage, at least you have an edge now. Share your I'm sure there are things that you've gone through. I'm sure. This morning now, I was still playing with the idea of, I think I need to talk to single women in business about relationships, because that's one area that I know I have like huge experience in as a single girl, and the things that I have to deal with, right? Both from family, from the opposite sex, and all of that. I was just thinking about that idea, you know, and trust me, the day I decide to put that idea out, I'm going to have single women saying, this thing you're talking about, I can relate. I know what you are talking about. And guess what? Because they are not just single women, they are single women in business like me. So it means that in between, I can tell them that I can build their website. I can tell them that I can help them with their personal branding. And that's business for me. Because if you're going to enjoy my gist, I also have to enjoy your money, right? So please, that is one way that you can market yourself. And that's why I love personal branding, because you can evolve. You can evolve. It's almost like you are water, you know. If you're poured in a circular bowl, you take the shape of the circle of the bowl. If you're poured in a cup, you take the shape of the cup. If you're poured in a bottle, you know, so it's almost like you've got no shape. You have nothing boxing you, right? And that's the beauty of the personal brand. At any point you feel like you want to evolve into something else, you are free to. So now that you're still in the idea stage, that's fine. Please try to engage with people on a personal level. When they comment, respond, you know, share relatable things. There's some things that I know that you are good at, that you love, that you like, that you've gone through. Share it. Share it, please. Share it. Okay? So that way, once you launch your business, it's easier. And
okay.
I hope I answered.
Okay, so we have like 20 questions, but I'll just take 4. Okay, so we have Blessed from Ghana, who says, from our session today, what would you advise that a very dormant social media platform to do? Should it be revamped, or we create a new one created with fresh good content?
You can continue from where you go. There's no need revamping. I mean, what's the essence of revamping or what's the essence of opening a new one if you need to maybe put up the same behavior, right? So continue with your page. Continue with your page and just keep putting up good content. So some people say open a new one, algorithm, and all of those things. I don't believe in it. Any day you decide to wake up, do the right things on social media and people will find you. Okay? So that's what I've got to tell you. Go back to the page. Go back to the page. Look at people that are in your industry. Look at the content they've been creating and try to recreate the same thing as well. Okay? Some people say, don't copy content. I don't understand. Did they bring out some particular kind of content for some kind of people? I don't get it. So if you see, for example, how to, for example, let me tell you one thing I do. If I see, for example, now Blessed says, oh, how to make shoe. If I see that topic, the next thing I'm thinking of is how to build a personal brand. I bring it to my niche. It's still the same thing, but I bring it home. Okay. If I see Motu say, oh, 6 ways you can style this dress. Next thing I'm thinking in my head is, okay, 6 ways you can project your personal brand. I bring it home. I simply take that content I've seen out there and I bring it home. Finish. So please look at your competitors or anybody in other industries that are creating content. See what they are doing and do the same thing. One type of content that I know that is doing well now on Instagram is this carousel content. So the one that you have to slide, on Instagram, multiple contents, exactly. So it is doing absolutely well, okay? So for example, if you're in the food business, 10 must-have kitchen ingredients that should be in your kitchen. 1, pepper, we slide again. 2, salt. 3, this one, flour. We keep sliding, okay? You can even say, as a food business, you're allowed to create content like 6 types of food eaters you see in your party. We see in a party, So we have the ones that are always asking for more. We have the ones that are always pouring their food in a nylon. We have the ones that are always going to the kitchen, stuff like that. We have the ones that put their meat in their paws. So things like that, okay? Be very creative. Be very, very creative. So yeah, Blessed, there you have it. Please go back, see the content that is being created and simply create your own on your page, all right? Exactly. Okay. Types of cooks, amazing. Exactly.
Okay, so we have a question from Malama Abosede from Nigeria who says, I have done many paid Facebook ads without success and I gave up. Is there a way around it, or I have not done it long enough?
Okay, so you have to be able to do it long enough. Let me tell you, even those that teach the Facebook ads thing, there are some campaigns they run that they fail, but they will not come out to tell you. Okay, so when you are running ads, there are things that you need to pay attention to. Your copy, your creative. So your copy is like the caption. Then you have your creative, which is either the video or the image, of which I advise you to use videos, okay? Then your targeting. Are you targeting the right people? Okay. Some people feel like the whole world is their audience. No, the whole world cannot be your audience, right? So for example, I know that in my business, when I'm targeting, for me now, I target mostly women from ages 35 to 50, because they're my ideal clients. Okay. And the kind of people that I serve, anybody who is younger or older that comes, no problem, that's fine. But these are the people that I know that on a normal day, I don't speak too much English. They understand me and they need my services. Okay. So you need to also get your targeting right. What don't assume. Don't assume it. And that's why data is important. Don't assume it. Okay. There's this I think, is it what's it called? Audience manager or something on Facebook, the Facebook ads manager. If you go there, you can select the country, the age, their interests and all of that. So that way, in fact, you can even target followers of a particular audience insights. Thank you, Choma. God bless you. Okay. So you can even target the followers of your page, of your competitors' pages, or your competitors' page. All right. So you need to get your targeting right, get your copy and your creative right. Once you're able to do this, that's fine. And please do not set up your ad and leave it and go. No, don't do that. You have to monitor. And that's the mistake a lot of us make, because sometimes maybe the first targeting you did was wrong, or maybe all you just needed was to tweak it, but you don't monitor. So you have to monitor it. When you start running an ad, for example, right now, by tomorrow, say 12 p.m., check it again. Check it. Okay? So creative, copy, audience targeting. Very, very important. Next question,
Okay.
ma'am.
Thank you. We have a question from Binta from, I think she's from the Gambia. And she says, I didn't quite understand the first line, but I think the crux of what she's saying is that, how have you been able to reach this stage in your career and in your business, sorry? And what advice do you have for young ladies who are running SMEs?
So the first choice that I made, was to build my personal brand. I'm very, very grateful that I started on time. With my personal brand. So people knew Joy Eneghalu. See, I've had a lot of businesses. I've done a lot of businesses, but the one brand that stands, Joy Eneghalu, it never changes. It never changes. Okay. So I was able to build my personal brand on time, and I was consistently creating content. Consistently. In fact, I feel like now I'm even slacking a bit on my content creation game. But when I started, oh my God, like every day I was on social media, posting content, doing stuff. When I started digital, from website design, I had to add social media management to it. From there, I started adding other stuff till this point where we now have like a full service media company for personal brands. But it didn't start this way from the beginning. I started with one skill, added the second, the third, and I kept communicating it. I kept putting it out there. So the one way people were able to give me social media management jobs was because I was talking about social media management. I was teaching people about social media management. So they said, oh, wow, if she can be talking about social media management like this, that means she knows her onion, that means she knows it. Okay, let her manage our page. Okay. The same thing with website design as well. So one thing I did was first build my personal brand. Two, I created content, created value consistently. Three, I leveraged other channels to put myself out there. Okay. So by virtue of, by virtue of constantly creating content, I had to go to the point of actually authoring books. Now I have 5 books. I've authored 5 books already, though they are very short reads and very practical books. But I had to author books in my niche. So I have one on social media management. I have another one on Facebook for entrepreneurs. I have a book on WhatsApp marketing. I have, various books, even one on how to write an ebook and all of that. Okay. So that further established my authority. And then from there, I went on to speaking engagements. Okay. So I've been invited to different platforms, and I've been to your country before. Okay, they say that's Gambia. Okay, I've been to Accra before, social media week, where I spoke. All right. I've also been on media platforms. So all these things put together, actually as a personal brand, And the beautiful thing about it is that in as much as they are talking with me, Joy Eneghalu, and they say it's my personal brand, guess what? They can never talk about me without mentioning my business. It's not possible. My business must be mentioned, because really, who is Joy? You've got to tell the audience why you're bringing her, why they should listen to her. So somehow, my business is mentioned, which is why I always prefer the personal brand route. It's much easier. It's easier. Most of the people that you know today and you adore, you do business with them, you buy their products and all of that just because you know them. You know them, you like them, you trust them. Okay? So build your personal brand, create content consistently, put yourself out there, maybe author a book or something, in fact, I think you should actually author a book. There's a book in everyone. That's what I always say. There's a book in everyone. And don't ask me what will I write about. There's something to write about. Okay? If you're into shoes, how to build a shoe business. That's something that somebody in the future who wants to open a shoe business will definitely want to read. Okay? So author a book. From there, definitely you've established your thought leadership in that niche. The next thing is start looking for ways to speak to people. So if nobody is calling you to speak, organize your own webinar. Organize your own. Call people to come and listen to you. By the time you do it once, twice, thrice, there must be someone that will be like, okay, I think this girl is up to something. Okay, let's talk to her. It's natural that will happen. So that's exactly how I was able to build what I have now.
Okay, so two final questions, right? So Christy is asking, apart from Wix, what are the other free website building sites that you know about?
Okay, so there's WordPress and there's Wix. So these are majorly the two, WordPress and Wix. There are other ones, but people choose, and I choose WordPress. I personally choose WordPress because WordPress can actually allow you to build any kind of website you want. It has like plugins for almost everything, right? Then Wix is almost like a plug and play. Wix is almost like a plug and play. I've tested Wix, but how it's difficult for you to break away from my habits. So yeah, that I'm yet to break away from WordPress. I still love WordPress very much, because if I decide I want to build an online university now, yes, WordPress gives me that liberty to do that. I can do and undo. Even if the plugin does not exist, I can create a plugin to fit that thing I want to do in WordPress. Okay. So, but Wix is actually very amazing. It's very, very amazing. I call it a plug and play kind of website. So yeah, WordPress and Wix for me.
Okay, so our final question from Oluwatosin Awoniyi. For someone who is into animated adverts, do I need to own a blog to put out my content? How can I create an online portfolio of my work?
Okay, so you're in the business of creating animated videos for people, right?
Yes.
Okay, and yeah, you want to find out ways to project yourself, right?
Yes, and to also have an online portfolio.
Put yourself on social media. Now, let your page be very clean, because you're a creative. Let your social media page be very sweet. All those kind of pages that you go to and the arrangement is clean, the colors are very consistent. We don't see multiple colors everywhere. You've got to do that, right? And then get yourself a website, even if it's a one-page website. have links to jobs you've done. Maybe host your jobs on YouTube. You know, if your clients don't want people seeing it, put it on private or unlisted, but let the link be on your website. Okay. So you could say, okay, if you're in the food niche, and you want to see a video that we've done for somebody in the food niche, click here. Food, you can categorize your videos by industry, food, real estate, beauty, and all of that. So it's very easy for people to, you know, come to your website, see what you've done, and contact you immediately. Do not forget that you need your Google My Business. Another thing that you can do that will quickly establish your authority, especially you that are into animated videos. People need you like now. People really need you this period, okay? You can decide to teach people how to do it. And let me tell you, you can decide to do it for free. let me tell you what I mean first. There are apps on mobile phones that people can use to create these things, right? Create a very short tutorial, how to create animated videos using your mobile phone, right? Upload it on YouTube, on Instagram. Let people see it. By the time it's catching fire, and you may do it the first time, it may not catch fire, so you may do it multiple times, all right? So just teach, you can teach, oh, if you're in the food business, how to create animated video for your business. If you're in the real estate business, how to create animated video, just do it that way, okay? Now, when you're done, you could say, okay, I'm doing a class. I want to teach people how to create animated videos on their phones using maybe like a better app. Better than, I know that there's this one on Android that people use. I find that one really annoying. So I don't like it, you know. But then I know that there are other apps that are more sophisticated and nice. You know, they are simple, but you know, the plot are gone. God bless you. Mr. Sherry, this is your audience. They know something, no? They know book. I love it. You know, so you can create a teaching platform where you say, oh, I'll teach you how to create a video using a better app. They pay you money for that. Guess what? Some people will still not be able to create that video by themselves, right? And before you know it, they're gonna be coming to you, they're gonna be telling their friends about you, and you're gonna be making money. All right? That's it.
Thank you so much, Joy. Thank you. It's been a useful session. And you know, I just want to say something about people telling others about you. There was a time that I'm on this community of African women, African business leaders, and somebody has said, oh, I need someone to help me with digital marketing and social media. So I said, Joy Eneghalu is your plug. This is her need. And someone else, I didn't even know that someone else, you know, I think the person was from Ghana. And the person said, oh, yes, I know her. She does a good job. You know, that's a value of, you know, always consistently doing, you know, putting yourself out there and doing quality work, because you really just never know. So of all the people who I put out names of, you know, digital marketing people, the only person that got verified by another person was Joy. And I'm sure, you know, they must have reached out to her. And this is a platform where you have people from over 47 African countries. You can imagine the kind of visibility that she would have gotten. So ladies, always, always, in whatever area that you're doing, you'll see one thing consistent with all our mentors. They do quality work. You never know which of your work or which of your products or which of your services will be used and as a tool to evaluate how good you are. So I just like to end on this note. Ifeoma had put up something that I thought was quite spot on. I'm trying to get to it. She said something about that when you read, it forms the basis for you to author or write. You cannot give what you do not have. So if you want to start content marketing, begin to read a lot. And I think this is so useful, Ifeoma. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ladies. Your assignment will be sent out first thing tomorrow morning. Thank you so much, Joy. You, as you promised, you placed joy in our hearts. I don't know about the others, but yes, you've placed joy in my heart. Thank you so much. God bless you. And do enjoy the rest of your day, ladies. Bye.
Bye, Mom.